Nittany Lions again out of timeouts after this. Mike, do you miss this on purpose?
No.
Too much time?
No, absolutely too much time. You need to make this worse. They hit a three to go to overtime.
Smith, the second, the back end of the 1-1. In. 4.8 to go. Penn State needs a three. Talor Battle with the ball across half court. Puts up a prayer at the buzzer. Battle does it again.
What a shot! Talor Battle!
We're going to overtime in State College, PA. He did it against Illinois, and he does it again in the NIT.
Are you kidding me?
Nittany Nation is on their feet. You talk about guts.
Mr. Big Shot, Talor Battle. President Battle.
With a hand in his face, he rattled it in at the buzzer. His first field goal of the second half. Clutch from the sophomore captain.
Well, he knew he needed a three, just trying to get up the ball up the floor as much as he can. A contested shot, two players in the area. What a shot.
And had to hang, too, to get that to go. And look at the reaction from the crowd. George Mason has played one game in overtime this year at Liberty and lost by 3, 69-66. Penn State, in their regular season finale, in their only overtime game, lost in double OT at Iowa, 75-67. Both teams going for their first overtime win of the year in both teams' second appearance.
Now the challenge for George Mason right now is to stop the momentum of Penn State. Clearly the fans into it, on their feet. Not only the student section, the rest of the fans. They've got to find a way to get some early buckets, some early stops, prevent Penn State from running away with this in overtime.
And guess who? Talor Battle with the ball in Penn State's first possession. Bab with the ball now, back to Battle. He's open for a minute. Tough bounce pass. Gets it back to Battle. He rattles it in.
Boy, if you're George Mason, you always have to shake your head. Battle buries that three. On that possession, he turned the ball over. It was a bad pass. It was intercepted, knocked away. Just falls into the hands of a Penn State player. They get it back to him. He buries the three.
19 points for Talor Battle after missing his first 6 shots in the second half. He's now made his last 2. Ball out of bounds off Monroe's knee, back to the Nittany Lions.
That's exactly what I was talking about. George Mason trying to find a way to stem the tide a little bit. Penn State on a roll, everything going their way.
Penn State up by 3. Rhode Island awaits the winner of the 6th seed in the second round. Bad back to Battle. He is going to work, and you got to wonder if John Vaughn is at least a little bit tired right now. He's been covering Battle all night.
Battle looks like he's getting faster right now, running off screens like Steve Alford did back in the day at Indiana.
Gavin Battle playing catch with 6 on the clock, and Battle says, I'll take it myself. Top of the deep. One to tie it at the buzzer, and a couple to take a 6-point lead in overtime. Talor Battle is unreal right now.
He's taking over the game. He's taking over the game. It started late in the second half. Talking about getting the ball in his hands, and this is why you do it.
They call him Bubby, and Bubby does not want to go packing today. Dan Long, the leading scorer for the Patriots, trying to make something. Henderson, tough shot, and a foul underneath. It'll go against Jackson. Just look at that last Battle 3, and once again, with Vaughn draped all over him.
Now, Vaughn's got his hand full. I mean, that's a tough spot. They run that 1-4. They call it flat. Talor Battle works with the basketball, and I know what Vaughn is going through as a defender. You realize you don't have any help defense. They went flat. They went 1-4. You have to respect the ability of Battle to drive, but when you do that, you give him the opportunity to shoot the 3 over the top.
That's the 5th and final foul on David Jackson. He is out. And Jeff Brooks will check back into the game. First round of the NIT from State College, PA, the 2-seed Penn State against the 7-seed George Mason. Talor Battle has made the last 9 points, including a buzzer-beating 3 at the end of regulation to tie this game up at 65. And he hit a couple more to start this OT, and that's how the Nittany Lions have a 6-point lead right now with 3:11 to go in the first overtime. More NIT action coming up next. New Mexico against Nebraska from the pit. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good from Cam Long. He has another one coming up. Free throw's huge right now if you're George Mason.
Any way they can put some points on the board, slow this game down a bit. It starts with hitting some shots. They've got to stop Talor Battle. He is in a zone. It's going to be tough for Vaughn to do, but he's got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands to force some miss.
Ball in the hands of the hero of regulation, Talor Battle right now. He gives it to the 3-point percentage leader in the Big Ten, Stanley Pringle. He somehow finds Battle underneath with the reverse. He's doing it everywhere.
It's a great look from Pringle, though. Able to split that screen out at the top of the key, come down the lane. Great dish to find Battle.
24 points and counting for Talor Battle. George Mason needs a bucket badly. Monroe using that body, and he can't get it to go. Well, the inbound. They'll try to lob it underneath. They reset the shot clock on that because they said George Mason got possession, but they really never did. The ball was tipping around. It probably should have been a shot clock violation.
Well, either way, George Mason's going to have it.
The big question coming into this, Mike, was would there be a hangover after the disappointment of missing the NCAA tournament? It looked like there might have been at the end of regulation, down by 3, but Talor Battle pulled out another one out of his bag of tricks, knocked one down at the buzzer, and he does not want to go home yet.
This team came to play. I mean, there was no Selection Sunday hangover at all. These guys came out here, they were ready. And how about this? And we probably haven't talked about it enough. Penn State playing without Jamel Cornley for this second half has done a great job. Different guys have stepped up in their front court. They have answered the bell. I've been very impressed with their effort coming out here, playing so hard, and then you can't say enough about Talor Battle.
It's a 3-possession game, 75-68, and Mason has to hurry. Dre Smith all the way to the bucket, an easy layup. Penn State conceded it, 19 seconds left, inbound to Babin. George Mason fouls him right away. And the story of this overtime and the end of regulation has been Talor Battle, Mike.
It has to be. I mean, this is the guy coming in the game. He was in our Star Watch because you know how he can score the many different ways. And you take a look at how he's done it. This is at the end of regulation. Down 3. Chance to get the seniors on this team some more games. There's the 3 to start the overtime period on the second possession. He buries that one when they go 1-4 flat.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good for Babb. He was 57% free throw shooter. Smith pulls up a tough 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Possession back to the Patriots, though. Looked like it went off of Brooks's knee. George Mason with 11 seconds left. Needs a bucket very quickly. Tough pass back to Vaughn. 25-footer, good.
How about that?
2-point game. Jim Larinaga begging for a timeout, and he gets it.
How about that? Just when you thought George Mason was out of it.
Penn State trying to inbound. Babb gets it to Pringle, and they foul him right away. He's a 75% free throw shooter. With that being said, though, he's already missed the front end of a 1-and-1 in his first trip to the line in this game. He'll have 2 this time. 10 team fouls for George Mason. Penn State in the double bonus. Who you would think here would put the nail in the coffin to make it a 2-possession game?
Well, that's the one. If you're only going to make one, that's the one you want to make. If you miss this, George Mason's going to have to get that rebound. Ed DeChellis is going to put all 4 guys, though, off the lane.
No timeouts for George Mason. A miss, and they got to go the length of the floor in 7 seconds. A make here, though, by Pringle would all but seal it for the Nittany Lions. 4-point lead.
Big free throw.
They'll roll the ball to save some clock. Dre Smith has to hurry. He puts up a 3 with 3 seconds left. No good. Babb comes up with the board, gets it to Battle. And who else to hold on to the ball as the clock expires? Talor Battle's heroics sends Penn State to the second round of the NIT 77-73.